What's up, guys? So we are back in at the LAPD with the Sergeant Carlos Coronel. I did this video April, I believe it was, and there wasn't they were waiting on more information to file charges on this one for a DUI and killing this one. So we have some more information. We're gonna watch this one just enough to get caught up. You can go back and watch it. It's on my channel. I believe, like I said, it was in April. Anyway, I'm going to watch enough of this one to get caught up. And then we'll go see what the new developments are. Also, I would like to note, 70% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Click the button and we'll move along. On another note, yes, I'm upstairs again. The window's open. I'm overlooking our property. And they have a tractor over there cutting down some more hay. You might hear that. The horses are over there. There's a donkey over there. The neighbor's little dog's running up and down the other side of the property over there. You might hear him barking. You might hear the donkey. You might hear the tractor. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart that I'm really sorry for all the background noise that keeps showing up. That's a lie. What I meant to say was, if you had a problem with that, you can go somewhere else. So we're going to watch enough of this video, not the whole thing, it's like 15 minutes long, to get caught up, and then we're going to see where we're at now. So, we are in Orange County, California, as you can see, with the drunk LAPD Sergeant, Carlos Coronel. And you know how you hear something or you read something and you're like, what? And you get to reading and it always asks more questions than it answers. And then you get to digging. And then before you know it, we're on another episode of What the Hell? Yeah, that's where we're at right now. So, let's see what's up with the Sergeant Carlos and where we go from here.
An LAPD police sergeant has been arrested by authorities in the OC accused of hitting and killing a pedestrian with his vehicle while under the influence of alcohol and then driving off.
Orange County Bureau Chief Chip Yost is live in Santa Ana with some details for us. Hi, Chip.
Yeah, hey there, Glenn and Lou. Yes, an LAPD officer has been accused of killing a 19-year-old man in a DUI hit and run. That 19-year-old lived here in Santa Ana.
Hit and run. Hit him and left. Seems like there'd be more charges.
Just spoke to his family, who are still working their way through their grief in this case. Let's take a look at a picture of the young 19-year-old who was killed in this. You're looking at a picture of 19-year-old Emmanuel Salvador Gonzalez. His friends call him Manny. On Saturday at about 4 in the morning, he was in Tustin near Nissan and Del Amo when police say a car struck him. Police were called about a person down in the street over there. They got there, and that's when they found Gonzalez in the street. He was killed in that accident, but according to the LA Times, the car didn't stick around. The car took off, and it was later determined the car was driven by an LAPD sergeant. Let's show you some video from court this afternoon of that LAPD sergeant, Carlos Coronel. He was arrested, according to the LA Times, at Newton Division. According to the Times, hours after that accident Saturday morning, he went to work at Newton Division, and that's where he was arrested. We're still waiting for confirmation on all of that from some of the different agencies involved, but according to the Times, that's where he was arrested. Some searches we did of the Orange County court system.
And you know how, like, you'll see a story like this and you think to yourself, there has to be more? There is.
System showed today that he has a previous DUI back in 2011. He was arrested by the CHP in Buena Park, was put on probation in that case. The reason he was in court today was not because of what he was arrested for over the weekend. The DA still hasn't made a filing decision in the weekend case where that young man was killed. He was in court today and in custody for a probation violation stemming from that 2011 DUI case. A little bit earlier, we spoke to the broken-hearted stepfather of the young man killed. Here's a little bit from him.
He's everything to me. He's my world. He's a very lovable kid, very respectful. You know, he never gave us problems. He's just the most sweetest boy in the world.
The LAPD put out a statement that says the Los Angeles Police Department.
This is total bullshit.
Is committed to upholding the highest standards of integrity, professionalism, and accountability.
They're not. Okay. He had a DUI in 2011. It was enough. It triggered a warrant in 2012, but they're going to tell you they had no way to know about it.
We do not tolerate misconduct of any kind,
Lie.
and any violations of department policies or the public trust are taken seriously. All
Incorrect.
allegations of officer misconduct are thoroughly investigated, and appropriate action is taken to ensure accountability.
Accountability. He had a open warrant from 2012. This is February of 2025.
Our commitment is to serve and protect the community with
Incorrect.
fairness, respect,
Nope.
and transparency. Now, as far as that court hearing earlier today, it appears that he was sentenced to, I believe, and we'll have to go back and double check this, I was watching it online, but it sounded like he was sentenced to 30 days in jail for the probation violation. He got some credit for time served, but from what it sounded like, he will be in custody at least for the next several days. During that time, it's possible charges could be filed by the DA's office in this other case. We're trying to clarify a lot of that at the moment because we're all getting this information within the last hour or so. But for now, reporting live here in Santa Ana, I'm Chip Yost, KTLA 5 News.
Chip, thank you.
Thank you, Chip. And you know how I say, next time you see them, they will have killed somebody? That's where we're at. He had a previous DUI, and they'll tell you, well, we had no way to know. Also, I would like to note, this says, LAPD sergeant arrested after hit-and-run crash that killed Orange County teen, and it further says, Orange County prosecutors declined to file charges against the sergeant from the Los Angeles Police Department who allegedly drove away from a deadly crash this weekend. This is the next day, February. Yes, and it gets worse than that in the follow-up. 5th.
Heartbreak in Orange County tonight. A 19-year-old killed in an alleged hit-and-run. The suspect, an LAPD sergeant. KCAL News assignment editor Mike Rogers at the desk now. Mike, this case takes an even more unbelievable turn.
Yeah, Pat, this really is a very, very strange case. We've been working on it all day, and we just...
Yes, my neighbor over there, back on, through them woods, you can't see it, is working on his car, and you're probably going to hear that too. You can get over it.
Heard from the family of the man that was killed. You'll hear from them in just a second. But I want to talk to you about this LAPD sergeant that was arrested for this. The Tustin Police Department arrested him for murder, but we've learned about a very troubling past, including the fact that he has been out on a warrant for 12 years. We're talking about, you're seeing on your screen right there, a previous DUI conviction. In 2011, he was
And been on the police department and getting promotions, apparently. He's a sergeant.
convicted of DUI, misdemeanor DUI in Orange County. In that case, he pleaded no contest. In agreement to plead no contest, he was ordered to serve 129 hours of community service. We have learned he never served those 129 hours. I've gone through the court records. He has been in a warrant status since 2012. All the while,
There's been a warrant out for his arrest since 2012, but how's a police department supposed to know that?
still serving on the LAPD, still an active LAPD sergeant. In fact, according to the LA Times, he was arrested at LAPD's Newton Station after this alleged DUI hit-and-run crash in Tustin over the weekend that left a 19-year-old dead. Pat, tonight I was able to get some images and pictures and video of that 19-year-old. You're looking at it on a screen here. His family tells me he went out for a walk that night. Last thing he told his stepdad was, "I love you, I'll be right back." His family says he never came home after that crash. The LAPD sergeant is accused, but not yet charged, of hitting him. That's what we found out about this whole story. He was arrested by the Tustin Police Department. The Orange County DA rejected the case, saying they want more evidence before they move forward with any kinds of prosecution. Now, when I called the DA's office, they said he was in court. And I said, well, how can that be if you haven't charged him yet? They said because he was in a probation violation, because he was technically on probation at the time of his 2011 DUI conviction. And again, prosecutors and court records confirm he never did the community service he was ordered to do and has had an active warrant for his arrest since 2012. So
he didn't do what he was supposed to do, and something triggered a warrant. And yes, it did trigger a warrant, and they still... Anyway, that's to catch up on that one. So let's go see where we're at now. Left to die in the street. LAPD sergeant charged with drunk hit and run that killed 19-year-old in Tustin. And this one's from June 19th. Los Angeles police sergeant fatally struck a 19-year-old pedestrian while driving drunk, then failed to stop, recall police. Orange County prosecutors say Carlos Gonzalez Coronel, 40, is now facing criminal charges for DUI, causing great bodily injury, and hit and run causing death, according to the Orange County District Attorney's Office. The crash killed Emmanuel Salvador Gonzalez. I think his nickname was Manny. who prosecutors say was walking in the street in the early hours of February 1st when he was hit and then left to die in the street. Coronel is accused of this is what they didn't tell you before, not stopping his truck to see what he hit. Prosecutors wrote in a statement, he didn't call 911. 2 people who were on their way home from work that morning found Gonzalez's body lying in the middle of Nissen Road. Coronel, a Buena Park resident who previously convicted of DUI in 2011, pled no contest to DUI for alcohol or drugs according to court records. In the hours after he is accused of fatally hitting Gonzalez, something else they didn't tell you, with his pickup truck, Coronel drove to his girlfriend's home, prosecutors said. When she drove him home the next day, he allegedly told her to take a route that avoided the location of the hit and run. The same day as he is also accused of searching online to see if a fatal hit and run had been reported in the area, and of driving by the Tucson Police Department's crime scene investigation, and of driving by the Tustin Police Department's crime scene investigating the hit and run. Our law enforcement officers are entrusted. Here we go. Get your feet up. This shit's about to get deep. Our law enforcement officers are entrusted with the highest level of public trust, and it is unconscionable that an officer who swore an oath to protect and serve would leave a man to die in the street after hitting him while driving under the influence of alcohol. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, because originally we weren't going to file no charges. Orange County District Attorney Todd Spitzer wrote in a statement, Emanuel was loved by his family, and he did not deserve to have his story end lying in the middle of a dark Tustin street alone while police officer who hit him drove away. It wasn't immediately clear if Coronel was still employed as an LAPD officer. LAPD did not immediately respond to a request for comment, and I can't find it either. If somebody can find it, put it in the comments. According to Orange County Superior Court records, Coronel was sentenced to 3 years probation, 80 hours of community service, and an alcohol program in 2011. Nobody knew about that, though. Apparently, after pleading no contest to DUI, after his arrest in the fatal hit and run in February, that case was reopened for a probation violation. It appears he was then sentenced to 30 days in jail. Coronel faces a maximum of 6 years and 8 months if convicted on all counts, prosecutors said. So, that's where we're at with this one. We'll keep up with it, and we'll see if anything actually happens to him. Yeah. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Also, again, 70% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Click the button and we'll move along. Let me know what you think about this one, and I'm out.